Today, Amtrak restored service on the busiest rail corridor in America, 6 days after the wreck in Philadelphia that killed 8 passengers. The train derailed as it took a curve at 106 miles an hour, more than twice the speed limit. Kris Van Cleave is on the investigation.
FBI forensic experts finished examining the windshield of the derailed Amtrak train's engine today and found no signs the damage came from a firearm. Investigators are now trying to determine if the damage came from a rock or another projectile. The NTSB's Robert Sumwalt.
I've seen the fracture pattern. It looks like something about the size of a grapefruit, if you will, and it did not even penetrate the entire windshield.
An assistant conductor on train 188 told investigators she remembered a radio conversation between engineer Brandon Boshton and a regional train operator about their trains being struck by objects. But the engineer of the regional train, which was hit by a projectile shortly before the crash, spoke with the NTSB over the weekend and did not recall any such conversation. And a review of dispatch tapes found no communications from Boshton reporting an impact. Another Amtrak train also reported being struck by something shortly before the derailment. Philadelphia's Regional Transit Authority says it receives 2 or 3 reports a month of objects being thrown at trains. Even with the looming question of what caused Tuesday's derailment, Amtrak is back in service in Philadelphia. We're on the very first Amtrak train to start running after the deadly derailment. Crossing over the newly replaced tracks, the train slowed noticeably as we went around the curve where the derailment happened. Passenger Brian Cummings was on that early morning train bound for New York City without any hesitation.
It's one of the safest ways to travel, and just, living in fear of another accident isn't the way I want to go about traveling.
Federal regulators required Amtrak to activate safety technology at the scene of the derailment that would stop a speeding train before it got to that curve. And Scott, Amtrak is also adding speed limit signs as well as reviewing the posted speed limits for curves throughout their system.
And the safety board said today the investigation could take 12 months. Kris Van Cleave reporting for us tonight. Kris, thanks very much.